What is up there, SEO pros? Welcome back. Today we're going to be covering 5 simple steps to avoid wasting time with SEO. Now, if you're brand new to this channel, make sure you hit the subscribe button so you can get notified for more live streams like this. And if you really want to get notified, make sure you press the bell icon next to the subscribe button. So we're pretty much going to just dive right into this. Let's start with the first tip. Number 1, stop going for oversaturated niches. So one of the biggest time-saving tips for SEO is not spending time doing things like, for instance, going into the SEO niche and blogging when you first start out versus going and vlogging, like VLOG, doing video in a less saturated niche like YouTube. Of course, if you want to be able to rank posts and whatnot and go do SEO on a website and you want to rank for that kind of stuff, then go ahead and do it. But otherwise, it would be a way better idea to start going for things that are going to be way less competitive, like, for instance, keywords around SEO on YouTube. So this applies for other niches as well. If you were going for, like, for instance, the motivation or cooking niche, trying to rank cooking recipes online, at least the more general keywords versus the very specific keywords, you're gonna have a way easier time ranking for cooking for probably, like, I don't know what the best platform or place would be to rank for that, but there's obviously opportunity in certain areas versus other areas. So it might even be a better idea to go for like something like a shoulder niche. And a shoulder niche is basically like going for a niche that isn't directly for what you're going for. So say, for instance, you wanted to rank for, or you wanted to get traffic for things around SEO. You could, instead of trying to rank for something that's like with the keywords SEO, you would be going for, let's say, like top 100 ways to do marketing online. So you're going for a shoulder like a portion of what SEO would be a solution for, but you would be targeting like something more general like marketing, which we'll just say, that has a less competitive, or it's not as saturated. So number 2, you're going to want to figure out your long-term strategy. How are you going to make money? So, I mean, this is pretty obvious, but there's a lot of people who start doing SEO and they forget what the end goal is, which the end goal for pretty much anybody who's doing SEO should be to make money. For pretty much anything you're going to be doing in terms of marketing or online stuff in general, if you're not going to be going and making money, there's obviously a problem. So it's really important to figure out what the end goal is. Like, for instance, for my end goals for like SEO, like if I'm doing videos right now, what's my end goal for these videos? The end goal is to get traffic to this channel and then siphon people from there to either my website, to my courses, turn them into clients, get engagement on the videos to show social proof, whatever it is. I can assign some sort of monetary value to that. If I'm not assigning a monetary value, there's going to be a problem in the long run because I'm not going to be able to figure out how I'm monetizing this. If I can't figure out how I'm monetizing, then I'm probably not going to monetize very well. So if you don't know how to figure out your long-term marketing strategy, I just suggest drawing a value ladder. I talk about these a lot. Let me see if I can go over really quick. I'll exit out of this really quick so you guys can see this. This was something I learned from Russell Brunson, the guy from ClickFunnels. So a value ladder is basically, let me take this pencil and get a larger. So so this is like the ideal thing for anybody who doesn't really know how to start monetizing. So what you would do is you'd figure out, okay, my first step is free content or something for free, right? So for you guys, it could be, videos, it could be blog posts, it could be whatever. And mind you, tip number 1, you're not going for a really saturated niche. And then step number 2 is your lowest barrier to entry. So this is where you take people from the free content to whatever the lower barrier to entry is. So say, for instance, you guys want to buy one of my SEO courses. So in this video, I can say, hey, you're watching this video for free, but if you would like to go over to my website over here, let me bring up my website. you can go ahead and check out any of my courses, which are only $200 or whatever they cost, right? So go to the SEO for Affiliates, learn affiliate SEO, learn how to do beginner to advanced SEO, whatever it is, right? Or if you guys need help with SEO packages, I would say, you know, get an SEO roadmap. It's only $200. Well, $247. You go ahead and order it, and then I get you into, you know, whatever the next thing is. So the next thing from, you know, whatever the lowest barrier to entry would be. So let's say you guys get a, you know, $200 course. So within that course, you can then go buy other courses or my mastermind or implementation or whatever it is, right? So then you start going up to like 1,000, whatever. Now, the other thing that's important is to figure out whether or not this value ladder actually works, right? Because some people aren't going to be able to afford the lowest barrier to entry or the higher barrier to entry. The SEO niche is actually has less money than like the motivational niche, which is why we're creating a channel to start branching out to more like motivational type audience. But you need to figure out like what, for instance, people who eat McDonald's, the reason why they go to McDonald's is because they get a lot of value for a very cheap price. We're trying to sort of go for that same approach. We're not trying to target really high-end people with this channel. We're targeting people who are in between ages of 20. Chances are, if you're watching this video, you're between the age of 25 to 45. You're a male, and you're looking to either improve your SEO skills so that you can rank your own websites and make money and do your own thing instead of working 9 to 5, or you're doing SEO for a company or for clients, and you'd like to improve those skills. If that's you, let me know in the chat. I'd be interested to hear whether or not that's somewhat correct. Greg says, your MSI is fast. Thank you. All right, so that's the value ladder. Let's get back into it. So figure out your long-term strategy, how you're going to make money. Number 3 is once you figure out how you're going to make money, figure out how you can enjoy what you're doing in the process of making money. So if you're not enjoying what you're doing, there's obviously a problem. So let's say, for instance, you found a really good niche that's not oversaturated. You figured out how to monetize with step 2, but now you're at step 3 and you're making money, but you're not happy. So one of the biggest problems for me in the past is that I started making money. I started making like 20K, 30K a month. And I was super stoked that I was making all this money, but I was miserable. I wasn't doing what I like to do, which is tutorials and content. And, you know, I was managing all these clients. I was stressed out of my mind. The end goal with having your own job or doing SEO or doing whatever you want to do should never be money. It should always be happiness and then money, because money just comes after you do what you love. So, I mean, this might sound kind of cliche, and a lot of people talk about this, like, you know, just do what you love. But it's really true. Like, you need to figure out if this is something that you really enjoy doing, how can you make money by doing that? And even if you can't do it right away, you need to start at least working towards that goal. When I first started out, I was making $0 doing SEO, but I loved doing it, and I just kept on until I was able to make money. So number 4 kind of leads into this point. You need to hyper-focus everything you do into where making money and making your happiness intersect. So 2 main goals, right, of what you're doing. If you're not happy and you're not making money at the same time, or at least going towards making money, you probably shouldn't be doing whatever task you're working on. So a good example of this is, like, for instance, I was trying to work on Adobe After Effects today, and I don't even really know why. I could just hire somebody to do it. I partially wanted to learn how to do it, but in the end, at the end of the day, I should have been working on something like this, because this is where my time really matters. You know, teaching, creating traffic, selling courses, selling implementations, that kind of thing. I shouldn't be spending my time like trying to edit videos if that's not going to be like my main thing. Now, if I do want to start getting into that, which I kind of do, then it is sort of where I want to go, right? Because that brings me happiness. But if it doesn't bring me happiness and I just continue to do things that I hate, then I'm not going down the right path and I need to switch directions. So the last thing, number 5, is hire people to do the stuff you hate. So that kind of leads in kind of crosses with the other points the last point we are just making, which is if it's not worth your time, as in you're not making money, you're not happy doing it, then hire the people who do like doing that stuff and do like making money while they're doing that stuff to help you. Obviously in the beginning, you're not going to be able to get a lot of people to help you if you don't have the money, but at a certain point, it is important to find people who can help you in the areas that you need help in ways that you're not doing all the things that you hate. Like for instance, say I really need web design, but I hate doing it. I should hire somebody who knows web design, but is also not going to, you know, break how much money I have or break the bank just so I can get the web design. So it's also about spending time finding the right people. There is a certain level of management, cross-checking involved, but setting a solid foundation and getting people to help you, you know, long term, or at least setting up some sort of standard operating procedure long term, it's going to be really important for long term success. All right, we're about to get into questions. Before we do so, I just want to remind you guys, hit the subscribe button if you have a second, and make sure you hit the little bell icon right next to it so you actually get notified when I go live and I upload videos. Lastly, if you guys want to, you can always head to getfreeupdates.com. This will give you a little pop-up right here, and you can just go ahead and say allow push notifications. This will let me push out notifications to you on your computer to let you know about the free giveaways we do. By the way, we're giving away a drone in about, I don't know, 6 days from now. If you guys want to opt into that, holy cow, that just popped up on my Instagram feed. If you want to opt into that, all you have to do is scroll down to about the middle of my Instagram, and it'll tell you how to get the drone for the giveaway we're doing. If I can find it right over here. And also the Get Free Updates will also, you know, notify you if I do any like live webinars or do any projects like group projects or interviews, stuff like that. So all right, so we're gonna go into the Q&A. If you guys want to go ahead and start asking questions, I will bring up the chat on, well, actually we'll just do a little, just exit out of this stuff. All right, so let's answer some questions. So we got Greg Thorpe says, I'm 50, but yes, I do Klein SEO, so I was 5 years off. Chalk says, wrong, I'm a monster. Or tiger. Ninja says, we all do this for freedom, right? Yep. Have to say no more often. Go to Fiverr for the things you hate. You gotta be careful about Fiverr, though. Use Time Doctor for outsourcers. That was my sister. She is the giveaway. How many citations should a website have? Depends. You would want to check out on Whitespark how many citations a competitor has in a given local niche. All right, guys, so that's it for today. I'm going to be doing some more in the near future, and I'll actually be doing some more today, some more videos. So if you want to stick around for that, just make sure you keep your notifications enabled, and we will be doing another live stream in about 20 to 30 minutes. So again, thanks for stopping by. Until I see y'all next time, happy SEOing.